Hey guys, I'm hoping this will be short and sweet, but I just thought I'd bring you a kind of non-bus update. Still gonna call it an update because I haven't updated anything, but there's a reason why I haven't updated anything on these buses. It's been a week since I've been out here, letting these things run, build up air pressure, charge batteries a little bit, and of course they both started right up because, you know, there's no excessive electronic bullcrap on these buses, so you know, you can let them sit for a week and they'll start. Anyways, kind of want to go over one thing here on 594. Today is September 12th. Yesterday, as you can see, it turned 30 years old. So yeah, this is a 30-year-old school bus officially now, as far as the build date is concerned. And since it's raining, I'll go ahead and show off the individual wiper switches because I think that's cool. Of course, there's one switch, high, low, off, high, low, and off. There's where the mileage is at. Alright, now we'll go to 23 because we can. I want to try and get this one cleaned out, and I gotta wait to put the roof hatch in. Haven't been able to put the roof hatch in or 23's window in because a couple things I'll get to here in a minute, but one of them is the rain. I don't want to try and seal it with it being wet. You know, I'd rather it be dry for a couple days before I try doing all that with the silicone caulk and all that stuff. 23, of course, no update, but it smells like PB Blaster in here still. I was thinking maybe this doesn't work because there's a fuse in here that's bad. But let me see. Is there one for the speedometer or anything along those lines? Backup lamp, fuel, ignition. See. Anyways, I'll look at this here in a little bit. That's a look at 23's fuse panel. But I drove my dad's Frontier here because my Ranger has been giving me issue after issue after issue after issue, it seems. So after I leave here, I'm going to go look at a newer car. Still keep the Ranger because I like that truck, and you know, I could still use a pickup truck for the buses here. It comes in very much in handy whenever I'm working on these buses. So basically last week the shifter cable broke and I couldn't get it out of gear. I put it in reverse to leave my other job because I had pulled into a spot and I needed to back out of it. So I put it in reverse, and it went into reverse, and then after I backed out, I went to put it into drive, and then it wouldn't go into drive. The shifter was just loose. Turned out to be a shifter cable, like an $83 part and an easy repair. So I put that on there. Then today is Monday. On Friday I was on my way to my other job from the bus garage, and it quit on me on the interstate, and it didn't want to start back up. It would start, get about 500 RPM, and then just sputter out. So I replaced the fuel pump again. I did it 2 years ago, and now it's not getting any power to the, I mean, it's getting power to the fuel pump, but fuel pump isn't doing anything. And I looked at a lot of different stuff. I looked at the alternator, looked at the battery, make sure those were in working order because maybe it was an electrical issue there. Fuel rail's not getting any fuel. Let's see. I looked at some other stuff, trying to remember what it was. I had a list. I gave it to the mechanics because I got it towed to the mechanics I normally take it to. A couple bus drivers that work at a shop just up the road from here. And I'm just tired of fooling with it at the moment. Eventually, you know, it's going to get fixed. It'll get running again, hopefully. I just celebrated 3 years with it, put 58,000 miles on it since I've had it, September 7th, 2019. So it's been in all 55 counties. I really hate to get rid of it. I think it's just going to be, it's going to go into spare duty for my family. So if any of our cars break down, we can use that one. And I just noticed there is a gap here where you can see sunlight. Nice. Just noticed that. seal that whenever I seal this window. But other than that, like I said, no updates. Still need to get these last 4 or 5 rows, however many it is. 4 rows of seat bolts knocked out. And then I'm going to take this seat out, put those somewhere, and clean this entire bus out. And take all these bolts out of the wall here, the seat rail, take all these bolts out, deep clean the inside here because it could really use it. And I mean really deep clean it. I've got some tips from some other bus enthusiasts on how to really get this thing clean. It'll be clean, and then I'm going to put bolts back in it, or put the seats back in it, seat frames. I'll just attach them to the wall first. I'll get somebody to help me with the bolts, dropping them in the floor, and probably have my nephew help me. And then after I get the bolts back in the floor with the seat frames, then I'll reupholster them. I'm gonna, since I couldn't do the barriers as we talked about in the last update, I'm gonna do these seats red, or seats blue, then red, and then just red, blue, red, blue, red, blue all the way back. And then this driver's seat, I have a driver's seat from a Freightliner Cascadia where the frame is a little bit wonky on it, so that's why they took it out. And so I replaced it. But the seat is still good, so I'm going to probably put that in here. I have the trucks then. I just need to get the mounting plate for it. And then it's got armrests. It's got more adjustment than this one does. And it's all air. So I like that. And I just think it'd be neat, this bus. Make it better for road trips. This one thing, this bus is not good for road trips, and part of it is this. Love my Bostrom seat, but that's part of the problem. It's old. It's 21 years old. Oh, also September 6th, this chassis turned 21 years old. So this chassis was built 9601, and then that body on that bus was built 9/11/92. So these buses were built, about 9 years apart. But I just thought that was cool. I forgot to mention that before. Both of these buses had some sort of a birthday within the last week. But yeah, enough of my rambling. I'll let you guys know what I get as far as a replacement for my daily. It's going to be my new kind of trip vehicle. The Ranger served me very, very well up until the last year or so. It's been a little bit not so good, but it's not been terrible. It could have been a lot worse. It's just this past week it's given me problems that I'm tired of dealing with. But it's been nickel and diming me to death, and I think I'm just going to go with something newer. Love that truck to death. Like I said, still plan on keeping it. Do local stuff. I have one more trip to do in it just to finish up the bus garages in West Virginia, and then after that it's going to go into spare duty. So basically probably what would happen is if my dad's truck or if my mom's car break down, they'll take whatever I buy, and then I'll just use the Ranger local. But probably gonna do like I do with this one and take it to some car shows and such, because it's got a story behind it. And I know a lot of people find that neat. I find that very neat. A lot of other people probably would too. So that's one thing that I like to share with people, is stories. So and I got photo evidence of it too, so that also helps. But anyways, that'll be it. I've rambled on long enough. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.